Hey ho! Let's go. Thank you for joining us again this week. Tonight, we are excited to be participating in a live 12-team, 23-round mock draft through CBS Sportsline with a few of the CBS experts and other fantasy baseball pundits. But before we get to that, and that draft starts at 8 o'clock, by the way, so it's coming up. Hold on, I got a little reverberation going on. We begin the show, as we always do,
by sharing that we're still interviewing for a producer.
Yeah, right. We're going to ask you the question, where else would you rather be than right here? I'm so jacked up for this draft, I forgot about shutting that thing off. Right now,
let's go.
You're looking live, our Split Studios episode.
Big man.
Fantasy Baseball Now, mock draft edition. How are you?
I'm good. A change to scheduling tonight. We were originally going to do third baseman and outfield. It gives us time to react to Cody Bellinger re-signing with the Yankees anyway. But instead, we were fortunately invited. This will be Sean's third and my third as well. Mock draft on CBS Sportsline. Thank you, Scott White, very, very much. And we're going to stream the thing live. And as you're preparing for head-to-head leagues, it's as I posted earlier on Facebook, it's 10 experts and Sean and I.
Yes,
that are doing this draft. And is it because they feel bad for us, or because they're going to end up questioning their own abilities? That'll figure itself out as we go along. The draft order has not changed, Sean, and you are still picking 1, and I am picking 11.
Yeah, so that's one thing I want to talk about in our 8 minutes to go. The different draft strategies and where you pick, right? You know, for me, yeah, you take the best player, it'll probably be Aaron Judge. But when you pick at the end of these snake drafts, you try and wait on a guy, you can't, because you're gonna have to wait out like 25 picks.
Yeah, here's a snippet. If we get to 11 and Paul Skeens is there, Paul Skeens is going to be drafted by me. And then I'll figure it out from there. But based on doing a head-to-head with these guys the last time, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all that he's going to be there. There's your league plays into your strategy based on where you draft, right? So open draft, no dynasty, head-to-head, strategy number 1. Open draft, no dynasty, roto, strategy number 2. Open draft.
Is that a beer you just opened?
No, that was the somebody popping into the draft room.
Okay.
Open draft, head-to-head or roto, dynasty, totally different thought process, because what you'll find in dynasty is upside young players. Roman Anthony, I'm looking at you, will go sooner than you would expect in a straight up open draft. Though NFBC's got Roman Anthony trending up in the last 2 weeks. So I think it's a matter of, like, you can't. It'd be easy to pin yourself into this is the way I'm always going to draft.
Yeah.
But if you don't consider what league you're in and whether there's dynasty involved, then you're missing a key element to your draft strategy.
These leagues get tricky tonight. We don't know any of these people. We know each other. You know, our league that's been around heading in the
Sadly,
year.
Yes, sadly, we know each other.
You know who's going to pick who. You know who likes who, and who's on someone's never again list. Tonight's a little different with that.
Is Mason Miller going to be the first pick?
I'm not drafting a closer. Period. Write it down.
Yeah,
I no need to. Evening,
If you
Jimbo.
follow NFBC, Sean and I were talking about this earlier today. If you follow NFBC average draft position for pitchers, closers, like in the top 25, there's like 9 closers. And you better be in a league that values closers a lot. Like you better, like 7 points for a save and head to head is a significant strategy. But my experience with these guys was that last year it took a while for closers to go. In fact, if I can find it,
They're just way too volatile.
if I can find, well, and they might get hurt in the WBC, so there's that too. If I can find the draft results, here we go. So it was not, and with mostly, I'm trying to look at who's in this draft. With many of the same players, there was not a closer taken until round wow. Until round 11.
Really?
And that was before this was a super early draft. This draft was in December.
Yeah.
November. This was a super early draft, and it was before Diaz signed with the Dodgers, and Munoz was the number 1 closer, and he was picked in round 11. So I would anticipate that this draft will follow a similar suit, that it won't be until round 10-ish. Starters will go earlier than you would believe. Shortstops are going to fly off the board like you wouldn't believe. And it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to compare, and I wonder if Scott will do this in his column probably tomorrow and today, if he'll compare where some players went today versus players went the last time. Like there was a quick run on early second baseman, and it was only 3 of them. I mean, Chisholm, Terang, and Marte went like bing, 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 and they went relatively early.
Yeah.
And then there were second basemen kind of held off for a little bit. And had we had done third baseman tonight, you would see the same damn thing. Like, honestly, after Ramirez and Caminero, you might as well. You got to make a decision as to whether the Braves are going to bounce back. I'm interested in this draft to see where Acuna goes. I pray to God he's not there at 11 because
he's tough.
I think he's going to have a monster year.
I think his days of stealing 50, 60 bases are over.
So when I did your outfield rankings and I did my outfield rankings, I ranked Acuna a little higher than you.
Yeah.
A little higher than you, but Corbin Carroll steals bases.
I love Corbin Carroll.
And then if you start looking at, but then if you look at NFBC rankings, you're like, it's Acuna's going high.
Yeah. Looks like all 12 guys are in the room. We are at 46. Well, I think he started the draft about a minute early and then he suspended it, but
no, I think he jumped in and started. Hey guys, I need more minutes.
Ice storm prep. Yeah, we know about that.
Walmart. This will be fun.
Yeah. We're under a water boiling advisory on day 3 now up here in upstate New York. Goddamn water main break. Looks like a lot of people were in the Northeast and expecting some inclement weather this weekend.
The forecast for Philadelphia, for those of you from the area, who have joined, and nobody to date, unless you're not in the chat, is somewhere between 3 and 1 million inches of snow this weekend.
Yeah, the high this weekend here is going to be 8.
Yeah, it's going to be nippy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be heading to a hockey rink on Saturday in Albany for a doubleheader to warm up. We don't usually say that. But this weekend, yeah.
It's going to be cold. I'm going to be heading to a bourbon bottle.
It's tried and true. It works.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt one bit. So here, just from a first round standpoint, through 343 drafts on NFBC, Ohtani, Judge, Witt, Soto, Ramirez, Skubal, Carroll, Acuna, Ellie De La Cruz, Rodriguez, Skeens, and Crochet are the top 12.
That's a lot of pitchers in the top 12.
That's a lot of pit. Well, they're so with Zach Wheeler being hurt and with Zach Wheeler being hurt and with Cole not going to be back until May, they're still really good pitchers, but after those three, it's a decent drop.
Yeah.
And then Yamamoto is 24. So that's the next wave. And I wouldn't yet put Yamamoto with those three.
I wouldn't either for this reason.
I do like it.
The Dodgers have every reason to go with a 6-man rotation throughout the year. All they care about is being healthy in October. Same as last year. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, well, especially knowing that at some point in time, Glasgow and Snell are going to be hurt, and I know like Emmett Sheehan's really rising up ADP boards. Like he's getting an incredible amount of love. But in a 6-man rotation, what's the value?
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's the value? And honestly, with their lineup, do you even really need a closer? Though apparently last year showed that they did.
Yeah.
And then where does that leave Sasaki? So now Sasaki's dropping off the face of the planet. I don't know what they're going to do with him.
I don't know.
I know Kyle Tucker signing there didn't change my mind one bit about where I ranked him. Not one bit.
Yeah.
He doesn't play enough. I don't think he likes baseball that much, frankly. I think he likes getting paid. I don't think he loves the game.
The next Anthony Rendon.
I wouldn't go that far. Anthony Wage Theft is our friend and new father.
New father. Congrats, Eddie.
Yeah. Yeah, how about that? Good for him. Nepta sleep.
Yep.
It's going to be crazy, man. We'll see how his momentum changes. I mean, Christopher Sanchez is 29, and he swept second place in Cy Young Award last year. And the Phils are going to run it back with basically the same team. Yeah.
And so are the Yankees. Well, congratulations to the offseason. Paul DeJong, the big fish. And
look, the good news is we finally decided to participate.
There you go.
The better news is now you got a trade chip or two, frankly, in Dominguez and Spencer Jones. And if you want to go get Freddie Peralta, now's the time. Rumors are they want Will Warren and Spencer Jones, and I would say I'd say the same thing I always say about prospects. And it's stolen from Casey Stern, so I'm going to give him credit. Prospects are cool, parades are cooler.
True. Very true.
I mean, you gotta win when you can.
Absolutely.
I think the thing with the Tucker signing that is the most interesting is the Blue Jays whiffed with massive offers to Ohtani, Soto, and Tucker.
Yep.
And they didn't get worse. I mean, the Blue Jays have made moves to try to be better. So, I mean, we'll see. When we recap since we were last together, Ranger Suarez goes to the Red Sox, and it's a good signing for the Red Sox. Especially if he stays healthy and his back holds up. What's that mean for Connor Early?
Yeah.
Right. So, but they needed another pitcher, but they're still, Gio Suarez is still, Gino's still out there, and he keeps getting tied to the Pirates, and now the Red Sox are starting to get involved in that conversation. And at some point in time, somebody's going to sign him.
Did you hear Arenado? The A's were trying to get Arenado, and he said, no.
Do you blame him?
No, I don't blame him.
I mean, at that stage in his career, like, do you blame him?
Why would you want to do that?
I don't exactly. Like, why?
He's not at the point where he's got to do anything he can to stay in the show. Okay, he's got some productive years.
He does help. He does help. He definitely helps the Diamondbacks. Even if for nothing else, they got a platinum glove, Hall of Fame level fielding third baseman there now. That takes a lot of pressure off a lot of guys. So, all right, we are about to kick off, and that will mean that Sean will have the first pick of the draft. And is he going to go chalk?
I really want to take Nick Kurtz, but I can't. Aaron Judge, welcome.
So if you own Aaron Judge in a dynasty league, now's the time to start trading him because Sean's got him, which means he's going to fucking get hurt, which is going to ruin my summer on top of that.
Shohei Ohtani predictably second.
Yeah, I mean, I in the last draft I picked third and I took Soto. And if it was today, I would have taken who just got taken, which is Witt by Marty Tallman.
If you're able to see on the screen, by the way, the bottom right, you can see where the picks are coming off in the chat room. And by the way, I know there's a lot of different fantasy baseball sites out there. Nothing compares to CBS, just FYI.
Of course. Yeah, pick 6 and Soto's still there. That is crazy.
Oh, there he goes. Am I seeing beads of sweat? You're almost up.
I know.
Don't blow it. Just don't blow it.
Oh, I'll blow it.
No pressure.
Fret.
No pressure.
So who is up? Yeah, there we go. Screwball goes. So now I got to sweat out 2 more picks to see if Skeens is there. And something tells me, since it's Scott White, he's not going to be there. I don't like who's picking in front of me, if I got to be honest with you. I don't like Scott or Anthony Cates picking in front of me. I'm glad I don't have Frank Stample picking in front of me because he fucking everybody that I was like honed in on, he scooped.
I think he got me last year when I was in a league with him last February. Wow. Kyle Tucker.
How about that? Good for you.
Good for you. You are up.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Now what do you do?
Now what do I do? If Julio's there when I come back, I'm taking him. If not, it's going to be Lindor or Tatis. That's who it's going to be. It ain't going to be Gunnar Henderson because I'm not taking an Oreo on my team because I want to win.
What about the big dumper? Take the big dumper.
I'm not taking that fat prick, and that's me saying that.
Yeah, that is a little bold.
It is a little bold. You know what? It's deflecting, Sean. That's what it is.
Okay.
I would not be shocked if
You are on the clock.
Ooh, Tatis. That's a big one.
I got to take him. What's the injury deal on him?
The Met lover.
Yeah. I mean, he's the third most valuable. He's the fourth most valuable fantasy player in the last 4 years after Judge Ohtani and Soto.
Yep.
And there goes Henderson, and he can take him. Julio's still there. I don't, what's the, so are people down on, you think people are down on the Mariners and they don't think that?
Oh, there goes Julio Scott White. I don't know if they're down on the Mariner. Julio's tricky because he doesn't get going until what? Late
August?
May? I mean,
August?
It's every year.
I mean, I'd love for Caminero to be there coming back down, but there ain't a shot in God's earth.
No, there really isn't because he is front and center on my screen.
You may have a shot at Vladdy.
Ooh, there goes Nick Kurtz.
You may have a shot at Vladdy. Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm is going.
There goes watch this. Watch the reaction to this.
Schwarbs.
Marte's going to go quick. You watch. because somebody took Chisholm.
There goes Caminero, pick 20.
So pick 20 and his ADP is 14.4. So it's part of the flavor who you like. There goes a big dumper. You're creeping up here. So there goes Marte.
I am looking at.
You are on deck.
Bryce Durang's going to go sooner than you would believe. I can tell you.
I'm looking at Vlad and Jackson Chiriot right now.
I think this pick's going to be Trey Turner.
You are on the clock.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Nah.
All right. I'm going to take Vlad.
You are on the clock.
And I'm going to take Chiriot. I think he's going to break out.
That's good picks back to back. But break out.
All of 21 years old. Okay, stay healthy.
Break out.
Oh.
Presume a minimum 25. Well, if I would have known that.
What's that?
That a minimum of 25 innings per week for pitchers, I wouldn't have taken a pitcher in the first round. I wish I would have known that.
What do you mean a minimum? Oh, meaning you can stock up on closers?
Oh, your pitchers have to pitch 25 innings.
Pitchers. Yeah.
Which means you can't pitch like 8 closers are going to get you 16, 17 innings.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So your total pitching staff's got to throw 25 innings. I'm all right. I'm good with that. There goes the polar bear. Yeah, keep Turner and Machado. Let's go. Let's just keep them there. Nobody take them. It'll be the third mock draft in a row that I've taken Trey Turner.
Well, he's pretty good.
For you dopes in the $100 fantasy chat. It'll be the third mock draft in a row I've taken Turner. No, I won't take him, but I would have. I am down on James Wood, dude. You're way high on him. I am not high on him at all.
I like James Wood.
I know you do. His second half scares the crap out of me.
He does have an affinity for the
way
strikeout.
too much. He strikes out way too much.
Yeah, he's young. He can fix that.
He's at, so we're in round 3 and he's
Third
at, and he's on NFBC, he's 30.54 ADP. How about I shock the world with my next pick, brother?
You taking Devers?
And I go with the fastest rising player in NFBC.
You're not taking Zach Neto here, are you?
You're damn right I am.
Really?
I am indeed.
That's bold.
I'm taking this guy right here. I am taking him.
His ADP here is 36.
I know. It's 32.72 in 343 drafts. And you forgot to rank them, you moron.
I hate the Angels.
Well, there's a lot to hate there.
They're literally an afterthought. Yamamoto, Devers, Matt Olson. There goes Terang.
There goes Terang. Too early for me, but too early for me. And then I can come back with Machado, maybe. Or I can put a little Philly flair in this and go with Bryce Harper, which is probably where I'm going to go. Because I'm going to save Freddie Freeman for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, because I know you love him so much.
It won't be happening because he's not worth it. He's done. Nice player. Nice career. Hall of Famer.
Yeah. So Bayu 02215, also known as Todd. Yes. Jazz, Marte, and Terang. This is on brand for the last draft I did with these guys. Edwin Diaz.
That's insane.
Holy frick.
That's insane.
It's way too soon. But now who's he back it up with?
Who's your pick?
As we head into round 4. Yeah, so the second baseman run was quick, and then
You are on the clock.
Andres Munoz. That's just dropping good players down to us.
yeah, I'm going to take Bryce Harper because why not? And then Logan Gilbert went right away, which is surprising. Well, yeah, it's not surprising. It's not surprising that people are staying a little bit away from Machado was my other option. That people are staying away from Chris Sale, despite the fact that his numbers warrant him being in round 4-ish.
Yeah.
He's really beginning of round 5, end of round 4. That, like, I can't for the life of me figure out why Freddie Freeman's still at 23.3 on CBS, and he's at where is he?
There goes Chris Sale, Hunter Brown, Wyatt Langford, Chris Sale, Mason Miller's gone.
Wyatt Langford. That is so early for Wyatt Langford to me. And honestly, not to tip my hand, but I'm going to. I would take Cole Anthony before I'd take Roman Anthony before I took Wyatt Langford.
It goes Brian Wu. I'm considering Mookie Betts here if he gets through the last 2 picks, but based on what I said last week about shortstop being so deep, it doesn't really seem to make any sense.
Freddie Freeman, he's sitting there.
Nah, that's not going to happen. I should go get a pitcher because I don't have one. With one of these 2 picks, I should go take.
Well, you're a big Logan Webb fan.
Yeah.
Well, one thing about Logan Webb is he is what he is.
He gives you innings, and that I like.
And he keeps you in every game. I mean, DeGrom and Peralta's whips were lower.
Yeah.
But I think if I had to pick between those 3 guys, I'd probably take Webb.
He's more durable. I might take 2 here. I got to go at least 1 pitcher. And I think that pitcher is going to be Hunter Green.
I don't blame you for that.
Just down the logic of, he'll probably get hurt, but they all do. But just because he's hurt every year doesn't mean he's going to get hurt this year.
You are on the clock.
Brent Rooker, undervalued.
Jesus. Yes, probably undervalued. If I was going to take
You
an
are on the clock.
wouldn't have been the guy I would have taken right there.
Yeah. Mookie Betts, welcome to the family.
Yep.
Should I take Freddie Freeman here?
You're off to a good start with your bowling league because you got Mookie.
Should I take Freddie Freeman here?
You love him.
No. Hunter Green.
I can't believe you passed on. I can't believe you passed on Freddie Freeman.
I have a first baseman.
It doesn't matter. Alex Bregman's at 45 ADP. There'll be a fucking there'll be a frost on the equator before he's on my team because I think he's going to dip in. I think he's going to dip big time in Chicago. It's not a good park for. It's not a good park for right-hand hitters, and
I think they got him as much for culture and defense as anything else. Roman Anthony picked 52.
That was my guy.
Go Reagans, DeGrom.
I would have definitely taken Anthony over. I would have definitely taken Anthony over Wyatt Langford. Not even close.
Logan Webber. Where are you looking here? You got 3 spots to you.
I'm looking at Bellinger. I'm looking at Bellinger and Jaron Duran on the way down, and then Peralta or Framber on the way back up.
Okay, I'm looking at our league structure. I have to take 2 relief pitchers. Maybe I can find a starter that's listed as a reliever too.
Oh, I'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
Next round, I'll probably go. I might go back-to-back closers in the next round just for the fuck of it.
There goes Freddie Freeman.
You are on the clock.
There goes Bellinger. I'm going back-to-back outfielders, I think. Unless Devin Milligan does something insane. And he just handled his closers, so he doesn't need to deal with that. But he hasn't taken.
Hey, B, you refresh me. You're not saving Freeman, right? Does he still have Freeman?
He's got Vinny Pasquantino.
Oh, that's right.
Who he didn't take the trade for Jackson Merrill. All right. There you go, big man from Massachusetts. I'm taking Jaron Duran.
Wow. You got a Met and a Red Sox already.
That homophobic freak. I'm taking him. And then when we come back down, I think I'm going to go back to back. think I'm going to go back-to-back closers on the way back. Thanks.
Here's a question.
Emmanuel Clase. So,
yeah, right.
Emmanuel Clase is still at 71 ADP. Like he's going to get fucking reinstated. Like you got to be an idiot.
That's insane. Hey, here's a question, and you can say this because there's nobody else in the room. By the way, if you're preparing to do like your first live draft ever, don't be the guy that says, "I can't believe so and so is still available."
Yeah, don't type that in the chat.
Those are fighting words where I come from. Because as soon as somebody says that, that's usually the guy I want. And oh yeah, I forgot about him, and somebody picks him.
I forgot about it. That's exactly what happens. And
the guy I was going to say was Byron Buxton, and he just got picked. I'm surprised he was available. I'm surprised Riley Green is still available.
I'm not. I am a little down on him and the guy that just got taken, Hunter Goodman. I'm down on Buxton because of injury history a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm down on Goodman because I don't think they're going to pitch to him.
I think coming back, I have my first baseman, I have a shortstop and 2 outfielders. I'm going to bag 2 starters here. I hope, depending on who's left. Be a little easier if Framber Valdez would sign with somebody.
I would expect that to be happening pretty soon, right?
You would think.
I mean, I think with him, it's a matter of him. I think it's a matter of him as like he's not been fully healthy for a while.
Yeah.
He's missed some time. Ben Rice. I'm high on Ben Rice.
Freddie Peralta got picked. That was my guy. My guy.
Yeah, you're going to be stuck with Framber. Sonny Gray. Big man's on top of it. You got bets already.
Might
as well take a guy that can't on deck. You might as well take a guy that can't pitch when there's fucking expectation.
You are on the clock.
I'm going to take a dude that I can't stand. I'm going to take Blake Snell.
You are on the clock.
Really?
Yeah, I needed a second pitcher. Now, really, I should go get another one. But I'm not. I'm going to.
Luis Castillo.
I would take George Springer if I thought he could repeat his success from last year. But I'm a big Riley Green fan, so I'm taking him.
You can't take George Kirby because we got a 25 innings limit.
Yeah, I know. He's the top
ranked. One start, that's only 6. Pascantino at 74. Good call, Todd. He is going to be with the fences moving in, and Brent Rooker. The day they had announced, Brent Rooker on Twitter congratulated Vinny P. That was his tweet. Congratulations, Vinny P. He's going to have a monster year. He's already undervalued, in my opinion, way undervalued based on his 2-year productivity, despite the fact he's missed a little bit of time. Oh, shit.
There's a bunch of closers.
I know. I was going to take Duran on the way. I was going to go Duran and another unnamed closer on the way back.
When are you going to finally come out and make the switch to the Phillies? They have an owner that wants to win. You're there. You go cheer for them.
You know what? I'm never. How about that?
Okay.
How about never? You can't. Here's the deal. You can't, and this conversation is worth having. You can't be a fan of a team for 57, 58 years.
No, you can't.
And then all of a sudden, I mean, I guess if you're a fan of the Sacramento, Vegas, Oakland Vagabonds, you could say, all right, I'm living in Philly. I can be a Phillies fan now. And the Phillies used to be the A's, so I can do. I guess you can get some justification doing it that way. But the reality is,
sell.
Like my rule is, like once you turn 12,
yeah, you're stuck.
You're a fan, and there's no like not to call out somebody that might be in this podcast, but
don't start.
You can't decide you're a Rangers fan because your team blows and your favorite player got traded there.
No, when you're traded
when you're 20 years old.
I went back to my youth, my childhood team.
Back to your childhood team. You were not a fucking Rangers fan when you were a kid.
No, I was an A's fan.
Exactly. And then Claudio Washington got traded to the Rangers, and all of a sudden you know everything. You know Toby Harris fucking like what he uses for shampoo. Like what are you talking about?
You are a Pirate fan. You do have a thing for the Pirates. Who'd you just pick?
I just took David Bednar.
Wow. Good thing this is.
I'm going to take Devin Williams on the way back. Because I don't think that Devin's going to take because he's already taken two closers. I don't think he's going to take any closers, so I'm going to take two, and then I'm not going to pay attention to closers for the rest of the draft.
You are on deck.
And obviously everybody feels the same way about Bregman that I do. Is we're in round 8, and his ADP on CBS is 45, and he's still sitting there. And the unknown with Gino, who's at 42.5, he's still sitting there.
Yeah. Well, they have Bregman projected for 30 homers, 86 yards. That's not going to happen.
No. I think he's like 25, 75. And like 275, 25, 75, which will be great for the Cubs. It'll be awesome for the Cubs. And he's a good enough fielder at third base. Not so good that they didn't talk about moving him to second base at multiple points in time. But fucking Nick Castellanos at 79. This is a riot.
You got picked? I didn't see that.
No. It's not getting picked. I'm taking a second baseman with my next pick and a catcher.
I'm going to take a third baseman. I'm hoping Eugenio stays out there for me.
Kyle Bradish, round 8. That's about 9 rounds. Fuck. There goes Agustin Ramirez, who had just dropped into the friggin' draft queue. Maybe I'll take your guy, Sean.
Which guy is that?
Can't tell you because you're picking.
No. What about your guy, Caleb Durbin?
You're a little higher. Not third base is lousy, right? Like
it is.
Like third base is lousy. So just a quick preview for when we do third baseman. You had Durbin at wait, what?
George Springer off the board, pick 90.
That was the wrong. I just brought up the wrong slide. So you had Durbin at 10, and I didn't have Durbin ranked in the top 10.
Okay.
Because where we were different is you had Durbin and Max Muncy, and I've got Isaac Paredes and Royce Lewis. Because I'm like an abused fucking spouse, and I can't stop coming back to him.
No, you can't. He's your guy.
like you can't invest X number of years in. There goes Geo. You can't invest X number of years into one guy and then not want to miss when he actually can play 135 games, which would be splendid for him. Marcus Semien, Jesus Christ.
Terrible.
You are on deck.
I'm on deck.
I'm on deck.
You're on deck. That was you.
There goes Framber and Pavetta. I keep looking at Zach Wheeler, but yeah.
There hasn't. I will tell you that there is optimism, but not anything concrete around.
Yeah.
Like nothing concrete.
You are on the clock.
About his recovery. Like, I just think it's too soon. That's way too early for Strider, in my opinion.
I was just going to pick him.
It's too early. Schwellenbach's still sitting there. I mean,
no, he got picked. Schwellenbach got picked a while ago.
He did? Well,
take a shot.
I'm only looking at who's available.
That's the penalty. You got to do a shot.
All right.
I need a third baseman.
That's not the penalty that we didn't used to have. That penalty. It was a different penalty.
Well, you had to do a shot that time in Newburgh. There used to be a different penalty.
Was that the time? Was that the time that I was doing commentary for the Little League World Series?
Potentially. You know what? I'm going to take him. I'm going to
say the Asian community would not have been a fan of me.
You are on the clock.
Kevin Gausman, only because I looked up and saw I had 3 seconds left. I got to make a move.
Here we go.
I'm going to bypass all these guys. You know what? I'm going to take him. I'm going to take your boy. I'll take Bregman.
Yeah. Well, he had to go eventually, and third base is bereft, and I do not have one right now. Nor a second baseman, and both of those positions are like
I don't have one of those either.
But if we get back to the bottom, I'm going to take the fastest rising star in fantasy as my second baseman. And that's Luke Cashel. That's who I'm going to take. I will not be taking Marcus Semien. I will not be taking Bryson Stott. I will take that's about right. McLean's at about 105. That's about right for
And by the way, Todd, you are right. Do whatever you want. Fan free agency.
No. You can't be a free agent. Your team moves. You can make a change. And the doldrums of the Islanders, I was praying they're going to Oklahoma City so I could make a move. But you can't just like whimsically decide. You can't whimsically decide that you're a fan of another team. I mean, it's a 13-year-old thing. Like my 19-year-old is a player fan. He doesn't like any teams. He likes players. And he just happens to like the team that the player's on. But like that's the new world that we live in because they're all tied to jerseys and merch and cards. So they don't.
What's the deal with guys wearing jerseys backwards? I
don't know.
Who decided that was cool?
I don't know. I mean, we wore shorts over sweats in the 80s. So
yes, we did, and we look good. We made them look.
And we wore high tube socks, so we can't. Like, I don't think we're people to argue with fashion about fashion.
No, that's never been my skill set.
Mine either.
All right, who's up? The guy would know doesn't even have a logo. Chase Burns gone. Jeremy Pena. Glasnow, Brandon Woodruff. I
So
like these guys. They keep
I
it
like
moving.
Woodruff. I like Woodruff a lot. Yeah, that's who I was thinking
Oh,
of.
Soderstrom. No, I'm
That's the
filled in
guy
the
I said I
outfield.
wouldn't mention his name because I didn't want to. I didn't want to put his name in your ear. So
Yeah, I mean,
there goes Luke Mitchell.
could have picked him as a DH, but I'm not looking there yet.
And I need a catcher, and it's too soon for any of those guys. And I need a third baseman, and fuck. And I need an outfielder. And hell will freeze over before I take Brandon Nimmo. And I got a feeling I'm going to be able to get.
You are on deck.
Well, here you go, big man.
You are on the clock.
And there goes Sonny Gray. Yes, I know. I know.
You were just loading up on Mets and Red Sox tonight. I was going to take Sonny Gray instead of Gosman, but Gosman was the first name I clicked. I didn't want to.
I would not have taken Gosman. I probably didn't take the guy
I liked what I saw from Gosman down the stretch last year. And I took him because, quite frankly, I'm just not going to ever draft Luis Castillo.
He's still there.
He's still available. Thank you. Still available, and for a reason.
I mean, Trevor Rogers before him, Sonny Gray before him. I mean, there is a reason. I mean, I think he's like if you track his trending, what he was in, there's the guy I probably should have taken as a third baseman instead of
Westy. I wanted to click him instead of Bregman, and I'm like, nah, Bregman's
really high. I'm really high on him this year.
I like Westy a lot. I
don't want to be.
Yeah, at some point these kids got to break out there.
Well, he was like, I mean, he was hurt the large majority of last year, and when he was healthy, Halsey's a good pick. That's a good pick. When he was healthy, he was productive, but he didn't play enough games to give you a read on what he could be this year. But there goes Zach Wheeler.
Yep.
O'Neill fucking Cruz. That's his new middle name. 200
and one guy fall.
A 200 hitting platoon player that steals 40 bases. You might as well take Jake.
You are on deck.
Who he's going to oh shit.
You are on the clock.
That was my
I was going to take Estevez. Crap.
That was my time to pick that was my time to take. Oh, he's still there, so I'm taking him.
Who's that?
You are on the clock.
No, I have to take two closers.
You're up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm up.
I almost mentioned the name. So here's a question since you
I just took Trevor McGill and Emilio Pagan because I had to.
Why? So here's my question. Why is Uribe higher in ADP than McGill?
I don't know.
Because he is. Like Uribe is, I'll find him in a minute here. Like, I don't know why he's. I don't
Willie
understand.
Adames, 122.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Bubba Chandler, that's a little early.
Here's a question for you. Why
That's
haven't you
only
taken
64.
Garrett Cole yet?
Don't you fret yourself, my friend.
I should have just picked him, and you could have chased me down like you did the year I picked Bernie Williams right in front of you. Wipe that smirk off your face, just like that.
So I need
Unfortunately, my apartment was small, and you caught me.
5 more pitchers. Was that the Kenny Rogers back-to-back picks
It very well could have been.
year? Jacob Mizorowski.
So I need 3 starters, a catcher, and a second baseman and 2 DHs.
I need a catcher and a third baseman.
Yeah.
And I was about to take Isaac Paredes, and then I punted. And I got Neto and Lindor when I probably, as a utility player, Michael Bush, a good pick in round at pick 126.
126.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. There's Cameron Schlittler.
They're waiting for him to go.
Yeah, I love him.
And
I love
Savage, 128.
Savage, but I got a guy queued up. That if he doesn't get picked, I like him better than any of those guys. And
Will Smith.
It's Andrew Abbott. So I like
That's
Andrew
a nice.
Abbott. Certainly better than Lodolo, and I do like Schlittler and Yuskevich a lot. But I think I like Abbott better than any of them.
That's a nice pick with Abbott. Made the All-Star team.
And then Cole's coming on the way. On the way back, I'm taking Cole. He's going to take. So I think with all these drafts, he's going to run them. Like these leagues are going to, like we're going to find out at the end of the. Like I think he sees this, as you said earlier. Like when this is your only job,
yeah,
is to do what these guys do at CBS. Like when it's your only draft, you have like. Or your only job is to just be a fantasy baseball, quote unquote expert.
Yep.
You can run these leagues out, and then you got stuff to write about after the end of the league.
Yep. I wish they would keep these leagues.
So now I'm in 13 leagues, which is
congratulations.
Like way past my fucking bandwidth.
Is that the plan though to do the leagues? Last year it was not.
Well, when he, I think with this one there it might be because why would you tell us that you got to have 25 innings pitched for pitchers and it's weekly lineup changes if it does, like why would you tell that?
Yeah.
So this could be early league, like we're actually doing a league. Taylor Ward off the board. Maybe I'll get my undervalued outfielder and then next.
Who's that? Stephen Kwan? No, you won't get him next.
Oh, no, I'll never. I'd rather take. If I would take Stephen Kwan, I might as well add Luis Arias and every other fucking Jacob Wilson to my. There goes MA.
Yeah.
Scott's been hyping him a little bit. I don't know.
What's the deal with Toskar? He just kind of seems to get lost in the sauce in LA.
I don't think he gives a rat's butt until the playoffs. Clearly.
There's your boy Nimmo.
Good. Jesus Christ. Really? Luis Robert at 138. Good luck for him. Good luck with that. Another guy that does not love playing baseball. How about I was thinking about this today. you've got, and now his name went right out of my friggin' head. They were set up. Yeah. Thanks, Todd. That's why. But that's like Uribe's higher in ADP in NFBC than McGill, and McGill did a great job last year.
Emmett Sheehan, 141. There's just no room for
about right. That's about right.
Yeah, it is. There's just no room for it. Yeah, McGill was solid for them.
I mean, that's about right. Sheehan on where's Sheehan? Sheehan's at NFBC. Sheehan's at 140.74. So he's right on. That pick was right on the right on what we've seen.
Okay, I'm going to go offense on these two picks coming up. I'm going to nab a catcher and a DH.
You are on deck.
So you're the White Sox, and you got Eloy Jimenez and Luis
You are
Robert.
on the clock.
Ozzy Albies and Toscar. I'm going to grab a second baseman and a catcher here. Give me a second, please.
Bryson Stott.
This is the year Jackson Holiday breaks out.
You are on the clock.
Yeah, Bryson Stott.
I'm a little surprised to pick 145 that Drake Baldwin's still there, so let's rectify that.
Don't do it.
Done.
Don't do it.
Done.
So you're at one. That was 145 and 146. Halliday's at 136 point. So Halliday's 136.
Okay.
And Baldwin's at 88. It's a value pick.
Well, maybe I'll get some love from the draft police that usually just degrade me the next day.
I mean, Rushman's at 154. I would
pick him there.
I'd take Austin Wells before I took Rushman.
I think Rutschman's going to bounce back a little bit.
How?
He can't get any worse.
There's no evidence, and Balsaro's there. There's no evidence. We've had this conversation a million times, right? Start a baseball team. You want a great catcher, and you want a great team guy, and probably a future manager. I'm taking friggin' Rutschman. You want to win your fantasy league? I'm not touching that guy with a fucking 10-foot pole. Like it's not happening. How was Michael Wacha as a 100?
Oh, Rutschman went right after Baldwin. I didn't see that.
Dennis Santana. So I guess they're thinking the Pirates are going to be better than they have been, which is a possibility. Can I actually take this? No, I'm gonna.
Are you in the room? It says you're not in it.
I'm in it.
Okay.
I'm drafting in the room.
Okay. It just says you left a minute ago.
I did?
It says after pick 147 that you left.
Huh.
Thank you very much, big man from Massachusetts. I appreciate that.
You are on deck.
I'm used to hearing that.
Anytime you take anybody under 24 years old, it's going to be a great pick for the big man.
You are on the clock.
So there goes my third baseman.
Yeah.
The future Red Sox third baseman. So I already took Duran. Who's going to be playing outfield for the Astros. And then I took Paredes, who's going to be playing third base for the Red Sox. So I'm going to end up with 3 Red Sox Mets combination players on my team, and I'm happy about it. All right.
Absolutely scary.
Watch this pick.
Carlos Rodon, add to your DL.
It will not be Carlos Rodon. It's going to be Carter Jensen if he's there.
He is there right now.
Yeah, but I don't know Devin. I don't remember doing a draft with Devin Milligan in the past, so I don't know if this was me picking at 11 and Frank Stanfield picking at 12, he would take Carter Jensen right now.
Oh yeah,
because that would be like right on brand for everybody that I ever would have wanted. I'm very happy with that pick. So now I need an outfielder, a utility player, 2 pitchers, and 4 bench players.
I need 2 utilities, 3 pitchers, and 5 bench dudes.
My bounce back player of the year candidate. Still sitting there. I guess if I'm forced to, I could take Mike Trout.
I was looking at him a few minutes ago, wondering when is he going to get picked.
Like Dylan Cruz just went. Andy Paez is still there. Dylan Cruz just went. Jerks and Profar are still there. Brian Reynolds is still there. Mike Trout's still there. You got to be high as shit on Dylan Cruz, and there wasn't a lot of evidence last year to tell you that you should be. I think you should be, but not over. And I won't take the guy with the largest head in baseball history. A guy that looks like he's wearing a helmet, like one of those like soft concussion helmets. I will not be taking Adolis Garcia. I can guarantee you that.
Cedon Rafaela, another one of your Red Sox.
Well, no. First of all, no.
Chandler Simpson, Mr. Speed, Juan Pierre of the 2020s.
Yeah. No. You do worse than Andy Paez. I guarantee you that. And worse than Trout.
I'm a little surprised Ranger Suarez is available.
It's kind of late, isn't it?
I'm not going to pick him. I'm going to go 2 pitchers here, but I'm surprised he's available.
Well, you're so why in the name of God's earth? Oh, I got your 2 pitchers. But why in the name of God's earth is Suarez?
You are on deck.
Oh, there was Evaldi. Evaldi was in my draft too.
Kikuchi, and that was the guy I would have taken. But
you are on the clock.
Alcantara was another guy I was looking at, but here's a guy I love him. I talked about him all last year. Cade Horton. Welcome.
You are on the clock.
And I'm going to take Suarez just because Evaldi got picked right in front of me.
I thought you'd take Seth Lugo.
Not yet.
How about Castillo still there?
Yeah.
I may have to. There goes Trout. I mean, is this draft going to make me take Luis Castillo? No, it's not. And I don't think this guy's going to get by. You're done, so I can say this. I don't think Chris Bubich is going to get past Scott White because he's super high on him this year.
Yeah.
But there goes Paez. I got 2 guys in my queue that Chris Towers had as his sleepers, which is Alec Burleson and Chris Bubich, and I like them both. And I'll take them both. I will not be taking Clay Holmes. And I will not be taking Lucas Giolito. I think I've reached my limit on Red Sox players at 2.
Colson Montgomery, 176.
That's high.
The big man's on the Team Pugsley bandwagon tonight. Welcome, and thank you.
176. Colson Montgomery is at 260. That's 2 rounds higher. I mean, like Swanson's still there, Jacob Wilson's still there, Xavier Edwards is still there, and Montgomery's going lower than all 3 of those guys. And Ezekiel Tovar, believe it or not. So I'm going to take Alec Burleson. And he better slot into, yep. And then I'm going to take, if Devin Milligan complies with who I want to take, I'm going to take Bubic with my next pick. And if he doesn't, I'm probably going to take I need a pitcher in the worst way.
Yeah.
And I do love Ian Seymour, but I can't take him this early. And I like Noah Cameron too. I could take if he takes Bubic with this pick, I will take my bounce back player of the year candidate, Brian Reynolds.
Yeah, he actually wasn't that bad last year. I mean,
his ADP is down. His ADP is down 70 spots after being consistently in the 70s. He's down in the 140s now. Like he dropped off the planet. Maybe I'll take Wander Franco.
No, pass on him.
All right. I need a pitcher and utility player. And I got plenty of time to think about it.
Scott White with a nice compliment for you on the Bubic pick. There's not a lot of hitting available. I still need 2 utility guys.
Yeah, Ian Happ.
You know what? I looked at him.
You got the 2 Phillies that they can't trade to save their lives, despite the fact that they've asked everybody in the world to fucking trade for 3, for that matter. The guy they tried to trade for Marte, Bryson Stott, Castellanos, who nobody fucking wants, and Alec Boehm, who they should have. If they were smart, they would have taken Bryce Miller for Boehm last year in the offseason when it was offered, and they didn't.
I could take Spencer Steer just to aggravate me.
I don't know about that. He is an aggravating player, but if he plays a full year, you'll be happy that you have him.
Yeah, I know.
He was on my NL only team last year. And I'm like, this fucking guy, man, like, you got to be kidding me with this guy. And then we just had our end of year.
You are on deck.
Dinner/banquet Sunday night. And I'm like, I got to keep.
You are on the clock.
Wow. Things you thought you'd never hear. You ready for this one?
Ian Happ.
You are on the clock.
John Carlos Stanton.
That's your pick?
Well, look, I'm trying to simulate the draft. Usually by now I'm a good 15 beers in. So
fair.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Thank you.
That's fair.
Oh, boy. I'm going to take your boy. Sorry.
You're going to take Royce Lewis?
Brian, I'm not taking Royce Lewis.
You didn't take Jacob Wilson?
No, he'll be my bench.
As he should be. They project him at 305, 16 homers, 77 runs, 77 RBIs, and 9 steals. That makes him like the 15th ranked shortstop, which is terrifying.
Yeah. It's a deep position.
Which is terrifying. You should have thought about if you need utility, and I don't. Except for my bench, and I do need a utility player. Like Ivan Herrera is not a terrible pick right now.
No, he's not.
I mean, he just doesn't catch. Shit.
Connor Griffin gone.
Damn.
We're getting down there. 6 rounds left. I need one starter and then my bench.
Wow. He's going to make that damn team. Pirates are going to be a super fun 80 and 82 team this year. In fact, maybe I'll take Mitch Keller coming back.
I'm a little surprised is out there is Tanner Bybee.
Yeah, me too. Me too. There goes Royce Lewis. Two of my favorite players went in back-to-back picks.
Trent Grisham, Connolly Early, Kazuma Okamoto.
Yeah, that's a good time to take him. I might add another in my utility spot. I'm going to add another player from the Far East in 2 picks just because I'm going.
Which one you taking?
I'm going to take
Edward Cabrera is a great.
I'm going to take Murakami.
Edward Cabrera, that's a 201.
That's a lot of faith. That's a lot of faith. That's a lot of faith in him.
On the clock.
Yeah, take him. And then I might take maybe I'll take the aforementioned Tanner Bybee because I do need a starter.
You are on deck.
As I'm on deck. Or do I go?
You are on the clock.
Or do I go with? Or do I go with a sure thing?
$30 seconds.
Yeah, I gotta take him. And now it's just bench, which means everybody under 21 years old is getting drafted on my team right now.
Yeah, I need one more one more starter, one more pitcher.
Below Kevin McGonigal. Kerry Carpenter's out there for you, pal.
Yeah, I was looking at him.
Your favorite players.
He Uncle just Ted, can't hit lefties, man.
Uncle Ted would not approve.
He just cannot hit lefties.
So we slide him down there. We slide him down there. Helio Ramos still floating around.
I got my guy. I know who I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more guys to him.
Floating around. We got holy crap. There are no.
Wow, someone drafted Aaron Nola. Get them some Rolaids.
Well, good for them. And someone drafted Griffin Jacks. So good for both of them. That's what you do when you're in a mock. You slide him down here.
Spencer Steer, 212.
Yeah, I just dropped him into my draft queue because he's still there.
You are on deck.
Watch
You
this.
are on the clock.
So,
How about we take a flyer on why am I not?
I am going to take a flyer on Noah Cameron to roll around.
You are on the clock.
I'm on the clock, so I'm going to draft.
No, I'm up.
Oh, you're on the clock. That's
Yeah.
You're screwing me up.
I need some utility guys here. All right, here's one.
I got a name for you, but I'm not going to tell you.
Is it Christian Walker?
No, fuck him. No.
Wow, it's a little severe.
He'll never be on my team. The Noah Cameron's a good pick.
Yeah, I like him.
Xander Bogaerts.
No, I'm going to take Ramos.
Can't believe he's still there.
Merrill Kelly Todd was under great consideration just a few moments ago.
I am. If he gets to me, I'm going to take comeback player of the year candidate number 2, Anthony Santander. Anthony Santander. Excuse me. I'm gonna pronounce that properly. How Jordan Beck ended up in my queue, I have no idea. But the other guy I like a lot is Sal Stewart. Like right now, I'm looking at Sal Stewart, Edwin Oseda, Francisco Alvarez, Santander, and Kyle Manzardo. Those are the guys I'm looking at right now. Alec Boehm, no. Mark Vientos, no. Colton Cowser, hell no. Tyler O'Neill, no. Parker Messick, maybe. Zebby Matthews, yeah, maybe. Moises Ballesteros, yeah, maybe. Better medicals on Grayson Rodriguez, absolutely.
Santander just went right after Kerry Carpenter.
Bryce Miller, still sitting there.
Shane McClanahan goes at 218, which means he'll be hurt by the end of the draft.
Dylan Beaver's a good pick. There goes Bryce Miller.
Wow. You talk about a guy whose stock has plummeted.
What, Spencer Arrighetti?
No, Bryce Miller. Spencer Arrighetti can kiss my ass after last year he breaks his thumb. I counted on that bastard for a good year. He breaks his thumb and he's worthless.
It's the best thing that ever happened to you because he couldn't throw a strike when he was playing.
Jesus. What a...
I'm on deck.
Reason number 84, I finished last.
It's true. It all points back to you, though.
I did a great job. Wasn't my fault.
You did a great job. You took a closer in the first round. After on these airwaves, on this very podcast, you denounced closers in the strongest fashion possible.
And I'm going to do it again.
Yeah,
denounce
because maybe you might have learned your lesson.
Going to denounce the position.
You are on the clock.
All right, there goes Sal Stewart. And then, since I'm not super excited about since I'm not super excited about the about having, though I am excited about having Carter Jensen, I'm not super excited about having Carter Jensen. I am going to take possibly, it's a good pick, 228 for Jack Leiter. That's not bad. I'm going to take Francisco Alvarez.
Another Met.
Another Met. I'm going to balance my lineup with Mets and Red Sox at 2 each until Paredes gets traded to the Red Sox, and I'll be 3-2.
Admitting you have a problem is the first step. Admitting your love affair for the Mets and the Red Sox organizations and their players and their fans is the next step.
You are on the clock.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll miss that meeting. Thanks, though. I'm definitely going to miss that meeting.
Just stand up in front of the room and say, "I'm Mike. I'm a Mets fan."
Yeah.
Okay. You just got to do it one time. It's the hardest the first time.
I'll do it as long as there's a train coming. It's going to hit me in like 30 seconds later. So I do like him. Ashcraft might be a sneaky, phenomenal pick because he may end up being the closer there.
You think so?
There is rumblings. He was so good in the bullpen last year that Brandon Pfaadt, my God.
No.
Just pencil me in for 12th. Even on the bench, like, why would I do that? So I got 3 picks left. I might go with former number 1 pick by the Phillies organization, Mickey Moniak.
Scott White takes Joe Musgrove. That's interesting.
Well, that's not an awful pick.
No, there's Jason Dominguez.
I mean, taking Dominguez after Bellinger signed today, to me, is a bad pick, unless he gets traded, which is a distinct possibility. But I mean, it's going to be Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge in the outfield, and that's what it's going to be. Unless Grisham completely falls on his dick and they got to move Bellinger to center field and put there's Grayson Rodriguez and then put Dominguez in left, but then there's also the possibility they call Spencer Jones up. So they got a little glut. Shit, Logan Henderson. I just dropped him in the queue.
Yeah, that's funny because I had him. He was under severe consideration. People may forget he was up before Mizorowski last year and he got hurt.
Yeah, he did.
You are on deck.
You can look at my queue and see my next 2 picks.
I'm on deck.
No, I'm up next.
You're on deck. Well, don't take the second guy.
What's that?
Don't take the second guy because that's who I'm going to take.
You are on the clock.
Sean Manaea just got picked. Wow.
Why? Brian Bello just got picked. Future Astro starter.
You are on the clock.
Waldrep and Seymour.
I like him. I'm not so sure about. There he goes, Mr. Big Head. I might take the guy that sounds like Tampa's going to do saves by availability and committee.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the other guy. I'm gonna think we set a if it gets that far to me. And then we'll figure out, then we'll be able to talk about who shit, or I won't.
There they go.
I'm gonna be all Cleveland. Am I gonna be all Guardians in my next two picks? It's possible. It's possible. It's possible I go Parker Messick and Kyle Manzardo in my next two picks. It's very possible.
Do we want to recap this draft next week? Get CBS's report.
Yeah, we'll
do third base in a draft recap.
Yeah, we'll do Scott's report on the draft.
All right.
Ooh, I just missed this guy. Who's still there? You didn't take Christian Walker, so that's helpful.
No, I didn't want him. I hate the Astros.
Man,
You haven't taken Will Warren yet. I'm surprised nobody's picked him up. He has a decent strikeout rate.
Yeah.
You know, I had him last year for a little while. I actually enjoyed him, except for the team he plays on.
What's on my bench? I have no pitching on my bench.
I can't believe I drafted Giancarlo Stanton.
I'm going to have two pitchers. I'm going to have one pitcher on my bench if this goes the way I think it's going to go, and it'll be Parker Messick for me with my next pick. Jared Jones, a good pick.
Yeah.
Still another guy there's no information on. And if no injury information on, and if the tea leaves fall properly, I'll get Owen Cassie on the way back. And I think he's going to have a really good year. And I mean, generates power. He's got to play. Oh shit, Chuck Cangiglione is still there. I will not be taking him, but
yeah, he just let me down. Oh, did he let me down last year?
He's a good, he is a good. Like that's a guy I'm not taking, right? We talked about him. We did second base. Like I just don't trust him.
I could pick Caglione coming back here, making my last pick, and feel good about it. I still think when he hits it hard. You know,
but you got to see more. Like you didn't see enough.
You are on the clock.
Like you just didn't see enough from him last year to make you comfortable. Like just to make you comfortable and taking and like he was hurt. He didn't really hit when he came up. I mean, I think he's going to be really good, but is it this year or is it next year? And if they're trying to position themselves to win that division, are they going to have enough patience with him where they don't just like bag it?
Yeah. There's a lot of good veteran pitchers out there. I don't know how much I'd really want to play.
Yeah, there goes Brent Beatty. So here goes Cassie. And then I got to choose from three guys on my last pick. And Cangiglione is not in there. I got to choose from two guys because there was one of them right there, Sal Frelick, who at this point in the draft is a solid pick at 255 for Frelick.
Breaking news from BU02215.
No, of course, those conversations have been going on for a month.
Well, Mets are
it's about time the Mets got around. It's about time the Mets got around to thinking about pitching. Anthony K. Yeah, here goes all. So here we are now. We're in the last two rounds, and you'll see a lot of draft picks that are young players with high upside that people are going to reach on because we're in bench mode. So so guys are going to take bench players like I did with Messick and Stewart and Cassie for that matter. Like, what if they hit? And if he runs this damn thing like a league, if he runs this league as a league, then other players are, as always, maybe Logan O'Hoppe decides he's gonna not be a 230 hitter, and the Angels suddenly become good, which isn't going to happen. I don't know why Matt Shaw was selected.
You are on deck.
To be honest,
I don't know. I don't know where they're going to play him.
You are on the clock.
Well, I just talked about Will Warren, so I'm going to pick him.
You are on the clock.
And I'm going to take my boy Caglione.
There you go. There you go. Your draft room and your up is making me draft players that tell me I can't draft. I've only done it 7 times.
What's that?
I've tried because I'm going to hear the same, like you hear it in the background probably on a podcast.
Oh, okay. I got you.
When I'm on deck.
Yes.
And then because I'm me, I get confused easily at my advanced age. And there goes Grant Taylor. Andrew Painter. See what I mean? So here we go. Right?
Yep.
You got Caglione, you've got Taylor, you've got Leisure, you've got Painter. You're going to get that. That's a pretty decent pick at 270. Robert Garcia. I don't know about that.
4 picks left.
Was Iglesias picked?
Rasa? Long time ago.
That's a good backup pick, though.
You are on deck. You are on the clock.
There goes Lucas Giolito. Mr. Irrelevant.
You know what's funny is this ticker that I created after each pick. You're allowed 1,000 characters. We finished the night at 997.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so a super quick recap. A very super quick recap. I think it's available, right? So round 1 in a super quick recap. Judge, Ohtani is head-to-head open draft. Judge, Ohtani, Witt, Jose Ramirez, Corbin Carroll, Juan Soto, Ellie De La Cruz, who's trending super up in every ADP category, every ADP that there is. Skubal, Tucker, Acuna, Skeens, Crochet. Round 2 on the Serpentine, Tatis, Lindor, Henderson, Rodriguez, Kurtz, Chisholm, Schwarber, Caminero, Raleigh, Marte, Armstrong, Vladdy. That's pretty good. So what I do like about this is that when you look at the draft recap and you look at, and remember, this is a lot of guys that this is a lot of what they do.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere between 5 and 20 seconds for a pick. So
Quick.
they've already ranked their guys in their mind, and then they'll reference ADP as a way to take players, and then they've already made a decision on, like you and I both have, about Bregman or multiple other players that guys get. Like, we're down on this guy, they don't get taken, and I think the validation is, I think for us, like, doing this is like, are we thinking differently than some of these guys that do this for a living, or are we just idiots like we are? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was fun. Kind of a tough watch, right? You're going to watch for an hour and 40 minutes of us doing
Thanks
it.
for those that hung in there with us.
But for as you're getting prepared for drafts, gives you an idea of where guys are going from guys that purportedly do this all the time, right?
Yes.
As opposed to just the two of us that do this because we love to do it. I think it's good to look.
Well, that's why I'm happy to be included by Scott, because we talked about it on the phone today. It's their job. That's their life with fantasy baseball. You need that job.
And then and we're going to try. I mean, honestly, every time he reaches out, we're both going to say yes.
Absolutely.
So we're going to try to do this. And if it happens to fall on a night that we're doing the pod, then we're going to do the same thing over and over again, so that everybody else that tunes in here gets an idea gets an idea of where guys are going as you prepare. And when we get into early March and like draft season starts really happening, it's like legit. Like my first real draft is Tuesday. My National League only first real draft is Tuesday, March 10th. I think it's March 10th.
Yep.
I think that's a Tuesday. Yeah, like March 10th is my National League only draft, and that's the real deal. Like, that's the real thing. So, which is very early, but because of people traveling and other stuff, we got to do it then.
Yeah.
And then we go the 21st, and I don't know when the dopes that I'm part of.
If we can get the head-to-head league going, it might be Wednesday the 24th, the night before opening day. Possibly stream that. That's a quick draft. It's an hour.
That's a super quick draft. Maybe we can and maybe we can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
We gotta find 3. So if you're out there and you want to join a head-to-head league, just ping us.
Yeah.
By ping us on the YouTube channel and let us know that comment on the YouTube channel that you want to join a league. If you don't, then that's okay. Then
what's the buy?
I'll probably reach out to the guys that are in this draft and see if they want to do it.
Yeah, I think the buy-in. You know what? Let me go into the chat and I'll throw something out there in the league details.
Yeah, everybody's left at this point, but there'll be another
league feed.
Yeah, throw it in league feed and say, look, we're for 3 owners for a head-to-head $50 in, whatever we're charging for this league, and see if we get 3 people that certainly they can't make us look worse than we already do. So there's that.
All right, that sounds good.
That was fun. Thanks for thanks to Bob and Sean and Todd for helping us make our picks, and
the Kipster
and the big man. Thanks so much, and for validating our Red Sox picks, shockingly. But we do. That's a long grind. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Thanks for hopefully you learn something.
Boom.